So I just got done testing the Moza R9 V3. So let's see what it's all about. So by the numbers, this is an incredible upgrade. But can that really translate into real life? Can you and I really tell this big of a difference? So before I do that, let me give you a little bit more background. They've also upgraded the force feedback software. They're saying the next generation 4.0 force feedback software for all wheelbases. That means from the R3 all the way to R21. It improves realism and smoothness. The other feature includes better heat management. So we've read a little bit about this on the internet. Some people saying in hot environments, these wheelbases will heat up. We've heard that. I've not experienced it myself, but here we are. We have a better heat management solution and a smoother force transition. And now they're offering advanced tuning. So what they're saying is you can tune the torque of the wheel independent to the torque that's coming from the game. If you guys ever looked into it, if you wanted the wheel to feel stiffer, then it just took away from the feedback. They're now saying that the two are disconnected, or at least that's how I understand it, giving you more control of how the wheel feels. The pit house also received an upgrade with AI coaching. Now, I can't tell you what that's about because I spend my life trucking instead of sim racing, but I'm sure that's good for somebody. And now that I think of it, that's probably good for me. Why don't I try that? So as we said, the mid to high range, the R9, the R16, and the R21 all received hardware upgrades, and that's what we're here to test. We have ultra precise sensors. Well, we got to talk about that in a second. Smoother motors and carbon fiber parts for consistent performance. But technical engineering mumbo jumbo aside, what I heard was 21-bit versus 16-bit, and I went down this rabbit hole on Google to try to find out what are they talking about. And again, in the comments below, let me know. I might be completely butchering this. So when I looked into it, I found out that the jump from 16 to 21-bit is absolutely exponential. We're talking about 20 to 60,000 steps or micro steps that you can feel in your wheel rotation, all the way up to 2 million. Now, is that true? Can you really feel that? You know, I'm not going to be the guy who tells you, hey, watch the whole video and see what I think at the end. I'm going to tell you right now, if you remember having a 1080p TV and going to 4K, you remember it was a drastic change, right? We all brought that 4K TV home and we watched a amazing Ultra HD movie and we were blown away, right? Well, in this case, let's just say the V2 is the 4K TV and the V3 is the 8K TV. But the problem with the 8K is I'm not sure the human eye can really see the difference. We do know it's better. We know the fidelity is amazing. The pixels are smaller and we get the best possible picture. Is a 4K TV still good? Is the V2 still a competitive wheel? With that said, come on, let's go.
So the first thing I did is take out the V2 just to kind of get my bearings and understand what am I used to compared to what I'm about to experience. So first thing I did is going through my trucking game. This is American Truck Simulator, of course, my favorite game. You guys can see me playing this live almost every weekend. So here I am benchmarking the V2. I do have a little bit of motor vibrating to the wheel. You guys can't see it, but I can feel it barely. And it feels really, really good. It's there. Next, I jumped into ACC and went to one of my favorite tracks, the Watkins Glen in New York, and I did a quick lap just to kind of, again, benchmark and get my feelings about what am I feeling on this track and how can I compare this to the V3. So I think it's a dead spot, and then it has a pretty hard knock side to side. Like, you can actually feel the magnet just hit it. It's really weird. Sorry, it's really distracting me right now. I never really felt that before on center, so if anyone knows what that's about. So with that out of the way, I moved on to the V3 and tried to do a one-to-one comparison. And I'm trying to understand if I'm feeling anything different. Yeah, so it's reporting back what it's feeling. Now, I said this before I even tried it, right? I said that maybe this is not the game. So we see the road texture, but I'm not sure that I can feel stones. I hear stones in the game. Again, I think this is the question about the actual game that we're playing. We can't expect to get orange juice from apples, right? So listen, I've already played with this actually live on the stream, and I have an opinion. I'm trying to be fair and get a little deeper and try a little harder, but the truth was I needed to get the racing and get on a track that had a lot of detail like the Nordschleife. All right, here we go. So on the Nordschleife, immediately you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, if you get up close on my hands, as I go around the corner, you can see fidgeting around, and that's me feeling the surface of the track. Now, there you go, right now. So it may be difficult for you guys because I'm actually putting pressure on the wheel as I hold it to see, but I do feel small little details in the track and the transmitting through. So, you know, listen, sometimes it's the choice of track that you do that makes a huge difference on whether you're going to enjoy or feel a certain you know, piece of equipment that you're using. So be very careful. I don't think Watkins Glen with a new perfect piece of pavement was the right choice, but as I drive around, I'm actually not trying to get a good time, and that's a good excuse right there, isn't it? So I don't know if you hear, a lot of the noises are coming from the motion simulator. I do have, clearly my truck setup is still on with this massive shifter, which is kind of funny actually, and my base shakers are shaking the heck out of my rig right now. I don't know if you guys, if it's picking it up right now. I really feel it through the wheel. I mean, it is communicating quite a lot. It is a little bit better, but I think we're talking about finite stuff, minutia stuff. So if you are looking for a new wheel, I think you should definitely get this wheel. If you're looking to upgrade, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is the time. I mean, maybe you can find a place, you test it for yourself. You know, maybe Micro Center or something like that. Make a verdict right now. I mean, I need to spend more time with it, as with anything. I don't see the difference. Not an American Truck Simulator. What I do see is a, you know, I see a good wheelbase. I see a wheelbase in a brand that's got me convinced that that's where I need to be. I've moved away from other manufacturers. So I see good product. I see something that I can enjoy. Did it blow my mind in American Truck Simulator? No, but guys, the verdict is this. This is an improvement. We should be so happy that these manufacturers continuously try to improve their product and they share it with the community. This is a great wheelbase. It's not a starter wheelbase, but it's definitely a beautiful middle of the road wheelbase. Constant improvement, better materials, better execution, better software. That's something we should all be excited about. The V3 will replace the V2, so it's not like we have a choice. You will get better equipment, you will get better software, so just embrace it. I don't know if I would run to the store and upgrade it immediately, but if you're in the market for a new direct drive wheelbase, this is definitely one to consider.
So big shout out to Moza for sending us all this gear. My responsibility is to you guys, but even so, I want to say this. Please remember, I am just a hobbyist, just like you. I have no qualifications whatsoever. I'm just a guy with a hobby. Please do more research, listen to other review videos, read articles, and make your own decision, okay?